Chris, how are you doing today?
Good, mate. Yeah, very well, thanks.
Fantastic. Obviously, I can't congratulate you on the movie yet, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
One of the biggest movies of all time, potentially one of the biggest box office movies of all time. Please tell me it had one of the biggest rap parties of all time.
No, there wasn't.
What?
I think the premiere will have a nice big rap party,
Right.
or after party. We all rapped at different parts, you know. I mean, we shot these films kind of together, number 3 and number 4, or Infinity War and this Endgame, and people all doing their individual sort of stories and rapping at different times. There wasn't like a sort of, finale. And then as soon as we finished our bit, we'd all run off either to another film or back to our various, countries that we were living in. And
Sure.
for me, I went straight back to Australia, so there wasn't a rap party.
Well, hopefully,
And now that you bring it up,
you're like,
what the
come
hell?
on, Disney, put out the money.
Right.
You played Thor now for 5 different directors, which
Yeah.
is something that, like, outside of, I guess, the MCU, a lot of actors don't get to do unless
Yeah.
it's like James Bond.
Sure.
Do you find yourself having a bit of ownership over who he is, or do you give yourself over completely to what the director's vision is?
Yeah, it's interesting. The first 3-4 films, I felt like I completely gave myself over to sort of whatever their vision was, and that had, some hugely positive things come from that, But also, I think looking back, I wish I'd spoken up at different times and then by the third Thor, that was the first time I'd really kind of had a bigger voice and a bit of confidence in sort of what my creative sort of spin on it would be. And luckily it was in the same lane as what Taika wanted to do with that movie, and also the producers were ready for something new, and so it was great, and that gave me a greater sense of confidence coming into Infinity War and this. And if only I came into those films and I was very protective of what the new Thor was, and I said, I don't want to go back to the old Thor, and I want to keep doing this and so on. And then they said, well, we've got something different for you again. And at first I sort of hesitated and thought, oh no, I'm going to lose control of it. But did sort of give into it, and then it became this wonderful collaboration, and I feel like I did something very different in Infinity War and in this film than I had done before. And so it's always it's a balance.
It's a tricky line, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was telling everyone I was coming over to talk to you, the one question that came up over and over again was I had to ask, are Korg and Meek okay?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
I guess they really struck a chord with everyone I know. They absolutely
Yeah,
love those characters.
I know, I love them too. That was just funny when we shot that with Taika. He had like 2 lines in the script originally, and then the whole set was just cracking up laughing every time he'd say anything, and it was like, we need you in every scene, so he grew throughout that.
There is a very kind of Return of the King vibe to this one, where it's like some people are moving on to the next thing, some people we might be saying goodbye to for a little while, we don't fully know.
Yeah.
Was that the vibe on set as well, where it's like kind of the last week of school where you're like, I might see you again soon?
It was, and I think at first kind of, I think we all knew it, obviously, that this was sort of the end of this sort of this chapter or these chapters, and there was definitely a greater sort of effort to, we wouldn't all rush back to our trailers in between setups, and every lunch we'd tend to eat together rather than going our separate ways and so on, and hang out a lot more outside a set. And it did have a real sense of nostalgia and sort of, looking back at sort of what we'd done in the years and when we first came. We played these characters, and Downey orchestrated that a lot. He was,
really?
Yeah, I think because he was the first one in. He really was, reminding us all kind of, look how special this is, and not that any of us there was any lack of appreciation, but the awareness was, I think, sort of kicked off by him in a greater way. And then even on this press tour, it's been that way, and all through LA, we were just in LA, and it was quite strange, kind of talking about it all, and like. Felt like the end of school, And
Yeah.
maybe I'll see you after the holidays or not. And
I'll see you in college or not.
In college or in the workforce. I don't know.
Fantastic. Chris, thanks so much.
Cheers, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I like this one.